Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to today's premium review. We are looking at the Soviet P-40E-1 today. A fantastic plane. We have also reviewed the normal American version the other day. If you're interested, you can check that out as well. And we made a great discovery that this plane has been renewed and improved, and that it is a much better plane because of it. In other words, it has received a major buff, which is fantastic. Now the plane is still very fast for its battle rating. In realistic battle it's 2.3 battle rating, and in arcade 2.0. We're flying here in realistic, of course, as we're approaching our first two targets, and we are making good use of our convergence, which is set at 600 meters, and we're using universal belt in this match. And this plane is of course improved in its maneuverability. It is not only fast now, but it can actually turn. The elevator has been improved massively, and it can now actually turn fight. Of course, if this N1K Kyovu would have been in its good shape, it could have given me a better account of itself. But the Kitty Hawk now is a very fearsome opponent in a turn fight. Of course, the dedicated turners will still demolish it in a turn fight, but yeah, it is quite effective in its turns right now. And we do get to show the limitations of its turn time though, and that is against this Key 43 that is incoming right here, which is pretty much a dedicated turn fighter, and that thing, it can stick on my tail without me being able to shake it off, no matter what I do. But the P400 has not only been improved in maneuverability, it was fast, it is still fast, but the handling in a dive has been much improved as well, because it also locks up much later. It used to lock up pretty quickly and was dangerous in long dives. You could crash yourself into the ground because you couldn't control the plane anymore. This has been removed. You now have a good elevator and you can pull yourself from long dives. So it has become a good dive performer, and still has nice acceleration in a dive. And another good point is that it has a very low stall speed, which is pretty nice. This plane is a boom and zoomer, but now also a pretty good energy fighter, as we are trying to work around our limitations against the Key 43. That we had a good shot when he extended from his first dive, and he extended in a pretty straight line, so we could get some shots on target, hence why he's smoking. But as you see, we're trying to pull some defensive maneuvers here, but he is not deterred, and he's sticking like he's glued to my butt. And I'm gonna have to rely on my ally here, I'm afraid. I cannot shake him. This pilot is good enough to follow me in my loops and in my rollovers, unfortunately. And we are now just gonna make ourselves a small target by staying like this, so that he has a very small profile. We're gonna move around a little bit, and we're gonna hopefully give the MiG-3 some... Yes, thank you. That was exactly the plan, and the MiG-3 got the Key 43 and saved my ass, because that Key 43, if he had enough ammo left, would have annihilated me in the end. No way to shake that. So it's not that maneuverable, but the P-40 is much more maneuverable than it was. That is a fact. Now we went back to the airfield, we reloaded, refueled, and we're now coming in for these two dive bombers here. They are staying close together, maybe to provide each other with some cover from the back gunners. Like I said, the ammo belt that I'm using right now is the universal belt, and it lacks the API rounds. That is definitely a change to the belt of the American early planes, and the P-40s also have this limitation. So you do not have any API rounds, which used to be able to cause a lot of fires. And the universal belt that I am using right now has 3 AP rounds, armor piercing rounds, 1 tracer round, and 1 incendiary round. So that's a far cry less from a full belt of API rounds with a tracer and maybe an incendiary round. It used to be much better, but like we also discovered in the realistic review on the American version, is that the AP rounds do give a lot of pilot snipes because they puncture the internal armor that planes may have. So you get a lot of pilot snipes if you aim for the pilots, which is pretty good. Another downside of the plane, which it doesn't have many downsides anymore, but another one of the downsides is that it has relatively poor high altitude performance. Especially above 5,000–6,000 meters, the performance really starts to lag. But all in all, man, I have to say that the P-40 has become a joy to fly and is definitely become one of my favorite planes. Hence why I decided to review the Soviet version so quickly after the American realistic review. Now that was our 6th kill, I believe we shot out of the sky there, and we are now following the MiG-3 towards this N1K1. Now I have abused the web, maybe a little bit too enthusiastically, but we are overcooking the engine slightly, so we're cooling off the engine right now. A few degrees, tick them off, but the N1K is coming for us right now. So we take the head on, we hit him, we put some smoke on him. And we extend because we of course have the better acceleration. That is a float plane. He has that whole shebang hanging underneath the plane, which will slow him down. So we extend a little bit. He decides to go for the MiG-3 and we turn in after having cooled off our engine as well. Now let's see if we can save our... No, we can't. He's actually going down the MiG-3 and the N1K didn't get the kill on him. Well, I don't know if that was a crash or that he actually hit him, but that could be the hit detection again. No crit, but hits on the enemy target crashes and you don't get the kill. Only this time it's not me. So that's much better. We're gonna do a rope dope here. So we pulled him up. He should be stalling. Yeah, there he goes. And we get the kill with the pilot snipe. Fantastic. That's 7 kills and there's still 1 enemy plane in the match. Yep, there he is. It's a bomber and we have 400 rounds left. That's about a quarter of our total ammo load. With 6 guns, that's about 80 to 90 rounds. About 80 gun, no, 75 I believe. 75? Something like that, bloody hell. My head calculations are not what they used to be. But it's close to 80 rounds and that is not a lot. We did get him smoking on 2 engines though. But no fire, and that's a problem with the lack of API rounds. I want to cause a fire, but we're running out of rounds and we're running out of rounds pretty quickly. Come on, no, sparkles, hits, left flap, but no fire. Yeah, we killed that flap. That's for sure. Now 49 rounds left, 6 minutes of fuel. We gotta be lucky here with either pilot snipes or and we're going for the engine again, but now we got a hit and we are out of ammunition and he's still flying. And we have 2 allied bombers who will be going for targets, which means that I fear that we're not gonna make it. I mean, to get 8 kills. And you know, you wouldn't believe it, but I've never had 8 kills. I've always got stuck on 7 kills. I've had 7 kills many times, but I never had 8 kills, and I could not improve on my personal record here in this realistic battle, unfortunately. But 7 kills is a far cry from a bad match, right? So we jump into the AB match where we killed that guy that was diving for somebody. He didn't pay attention to me. And well, I took advantage of the situation. We did get a few glancing hit by a gladiator who was coming up for us, and we decided to go for him. And I completely misjudged his energy here. And he gets some shots in on my engine. I thought he was close to stalling out because he had been turning already for a few times. But nope, I was completely mistaken. Of course this is arcade and I don't fly arcade that often anymore, but the flight models are different here, and you also have to judge the energy state of your opponents a little bit more critically, because yeah, you can more quickly be mistaken and get surprised like I was there. But we take our revenge. That guy, well, I'm not exactly sure what he was doing there, but we got him. We don't get the Fury there because of my adjusting the aim not well enough. We see a Nimrod coming in there from the spawn. I decide to go for him because I want to save my Ju-87 ally there. There's a furball going on underneath us. Let's see if we can get the Nimrod. Don't shake the plane so much, bloody hell. Hey, this thing is maneuverable in arcade. This is the first time I fly the plane out in its new form in arcade, and it is insane. It has a fantastic elevator. It is very maneuverable and the rudder is brilliant. This thing is magnificent for maneuverability. Of course, you have the 650 cals, and if you get into a match where you get more or less down tiered, like in this match, then you have a feast day. And we are approaching the SB2M. We're getting hits in on the wing. We were going for the engine, but we didn't get fire. Again, that is something you have to accept with these new belts. That they have been in the game for a while now, where they took out those API rounds on the early American belts, and that definitely makes a difference. Although we get the kill there, but we also caught a fire, which is pretty nice. This match is already running low on tickets for the enemy, so my team is doing well on taking out the enemy ground targets. And it would be quite a quick match. Now we don't get him there on the first pass, but we quickly turn over with this excellent maneuverability, get the guns on target here, and we destroy the plane with a pilot snipe. Now here you see an example of the rudder, which is absolutely insane. Brilliant. You do have to be careful if you change rudder direction, because you can easily bring the plane out of balance and make it get it into a flat spin. At least that's what I've heard, and I've already noticed the unbalance in this match, but I haven't stalled it out yet myself. But look at that, look at that rudder. It is a very strong rudder. You can definitely make use of that in dogfighting. Here already a little bit unbalanced as we try to rudder again. Oh, that was a very close pass. Yeah, nice rudder. And here we shake it left and right, and there we go. That's what can happen. And I guess if you do it a little bit more strongly, you can put yourself in a flat spin. But that was 8 kills and 2 assists with a second place in the team in a pretty short arcade match, 5 minutes. So let's see what kind of reward we got for that performance. We got Survivor and Terror of the Sky, 34,000 Silver Lions and 2200 research points. Second place in the team. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now, completely enjoyable again to fly out another P-40. I mean, my American realistic review was already a lot of fun, and I decided after that discovery of that performance in that plane and the change of the flight model, I just wanted to fly out another P-40 pretty quickly, and it has been another joyful fly out. I had a lot of fun yesterday, and it's just great, man. The plane is so fast, the maneuverability has so much improved. The dive performance has been so much better. The lockup is much later. Handling in the dive, great. The climb rate has been improved. Good acceleration. The elevator is fantastic now. Rudder as well. Yeah, you saw it in AB as well. It has a low stall speed, and the only downsides are its high altitude performance and its lack of no API rounds. So yeah, I used the universal belt in this match and a 600 meter convergence. And this thing is also great for pilot sniping. A fantastic plane. I think this could be one of the better premiums for its price and performance at its battle rating. You can't go wrong with this plane. If you're looking for a Soviet premium, you should get the P-40 for sure. And enjoy it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.